Um. All right. All right. All right. All right. I think, yeah. Yeah, I need to put this up, shouldn't I? Really should. Let's see. What was that? It's weird. Bop, bop, boop, bop, 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 boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, 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 boop. Blink. Oh, right. That should be everything. All right, everything's been set up. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. Yo, Hoopalings, Hoopa here, and welcome back to the channel. I haven't been here in a very, very, very long time, it seems like, and I want to apologize for that. A lot of things have happened. I got a new job. I was doing a lot of things. I still don't have my editing software. So, yeah. That's why this isn't a video and why it is in fact a live stream. But I want to start this video off talking to you guys directly, me and you. I want to apologize for a couple of things. As you guys can see, I have my Switch 2. I do. It's a little bit dirty, but I've been playing it. I do have my Switch 2. And as much as I wanted to live stream it, I did. Or at least I tried to. I spent 2 hours talking with the live stream stopping. So yeah, I don't know why it did that. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I do have my Switch 2. I'm just waiting on getting a brand new capture card. So when I get my capture card, I'm hoping to do gameplay on my second channel, Dark Hoopa Plays. So look forward to that. If not, I'm going to be doing an entire live stream on here for Pokemon Legends ZA. So yeah, I'm actually might be doing it on Twitch too. I don't know how to stream on two different platforms, but excuse me. But I guess I'll find out. We'll find out together. How's that sound? But that's my first apology. That was the big apology I wanted to make. I promised a lot of people, every subscriber I had, I promised you guys that I was going to do a Switch 2 unboxing, and I wanted to, I was going to, and I did, but the live stream just did not work. Don't know why. It is what it is. My second apology actually is for not uploading anything and not saying anything as the news rolled in for Legends ZA and Pokemon Champions. And for that, I am sorry. But now that that's out of the way, let's get started on this. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. Really excited. So, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting with Pokemon Legends, or not Legends, but we're going to be starting with Pokemon Champions, and that makes me excited because there's a bunch of different things about Pokemon Champions that I really want to discuss with you guys. Starting off with the simple fact that I was right. I don't know if I put it on YouTube or not, but I was correct. I was correct, and I'm happy I was correct, and I was correct about two things. First off, every Pokemon gimmick / feature, for those who don't like the word gimmick, I know that's what it is, but we won't discuss that, is going to be in Pokemon Champions. Every one. If we go down here, I know I'm skipping a bunch of stuff, but this is the first thing I wanted to talk about. This is the Omni Ring. According to Champions, it's a battle essential. The protagonist of this title wear a device called the Omni Ring, an item necessary for Mega Evolution. It's similar to the Mega Rings in the Pokemon video game series. Other special features may be added to the Omni Ring in the near future. But, as you can see, there is Z-moves, Mega Evolution, Terrestrialization on the far end, and what looks to be Gigantamax and Dynamaxing on the other end, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. Now, as for the second thing that I was right about, we're going to head over to X. And where is it? Victory points. League is not confirmed. Let's see, may have already decided to change how some mechanics work. Confirm that. Yes! Oh, wait, no. This is something I want to get into as well, but that's not what I'm going... Okay, right here. So, according to Central Leaks, and it was confirmed in the closing ceremony of Pokemon Worlds, which is really, really good. Like, Worlds was fantastic. I loved watching it. I want to go one day, but I don't really want to go to California. It's too expensive for me. If they do it in Florida, I'll go because it's a little less expensive to go down to Florida and watch it. So I would do that, and I would, oh my gosh, that'd be a whole ton of content for this channel, I'm going to tell you right now. But according to Central Leaks, it has been confirmed that the Pokemon VGC is moving away from mainline games, and it will be the new VGC. What? let me try that again. So basically, Champions is the new VGC format for the foreseeable future as far as 2026 is concerned, and I'm very happy about that, and I will tell you why. So basically, the long and the short of it is this. I have wanted the competitive side of Pokemon and the more casual story-driven side of Pokemon to be separated. I've been wanting that for years, and I'm pretty sure that I have mentioned in some videos that it's kind of in this situation to where it's just competitive is fun. I do competitive battling. I do. It's a lot of fun. But for the people who don't want it, I know it's out of the way in mainline games, but I've always wanted two games. Two games for like all of the Pokemon franchise, Pokemon fan base. Can you tell I'm not used to talking without a script? No, in all seriousness though. It's interesting enough for me because now I got what I wanted. I have, let me pull up this. Yeah. I have wanted two different games for Pokemon. One for competitive and one for casual gameplay, just something fun to do. And that is what I finally got. Now, the reason for that is, simply put, hardcore competitive fans don't really care about mainline games. Not really, not really. Now, they do because there are aspects to the mainline games that will always be there. EVs, IVs, natures, things like that, all the time. I mean, it's simple. As complicated as making competitive Pokemon is, even now. It's just a lot of fun to think that Legends ZA and Pokemon Champions are coming out, and it's still technically two different games. For one for hardcore competitive, one for story-driven games, and I love that. So I'm excited about that. Now, more on Pokemon Champions, though, which I wanted to get this out of the way. I know a lot of people would probably discuss this last because it's a very it's a very hyped up mechanic now that we have everything. And what was that? No, no, I didn't do that. No, I did not do that. So, Alternate Necrozma's back. That's what this means. We'll get more into that later, but let's go to the top. So, it seems as though that's cropped a little too far. Let's see. Let's fix that. Oh yeah, that's really cropped. Oh goodness. Okay. Anyway. Let's go all the way up. There we go. So, we have normal information. It's still cropped out. Dude, what? Why are you cropped out like that? Oh, I know why. I shall fix it. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to streaming anymore. Oh well. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's see if I can get back to this the way I want it to be. I promise I'll be a little bit better prepared my next live stream. So, yeah. So, Pokemon Champions, get ready to experience everything you know about Pokemon battles and all in one place. In Pokemon Champions, this new battle-focused game will feature familiar mechanics such as Pokemon types, abilities, and moves, creating an environment conducive to rich and varied strategies for new and experienced trainers alike. So, yeah, we'll get into this video last talking about Pokemon Champions. What I want to talk about more is the cross-platform battles. And this is very interesting to me, and I gotta stop saying that. But it is interesting because it's something that Pokemon has never done before. And the fact that they're kind of implementing this and kind of throwing it out there is very interesting to me because very few games are cross-platform. Very few. Now, mind you, it's just Switch to iPhone, right? I mean, it's probably never going to be Switch to PlayStation, Switch to Xbox, Switch to PC. Nintendo doesn't trust these consoles. It's weird. Anyway, but this is a step into something that I really, really hope blooms into, at the very least, like cross-platform with PC. I mean, could you imagine Pokemon Champions on PC? I mean, wow. But as of now, it's just phones and Switches. But it says cross-platform battles. It's not just familiar mechanics you'll be able to bring to the Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I read that wrong. So, cross-platform battles. It's not just familiar mechanics you'll be able to bring in Pokemon from Pokemon Home. That's just a weird way to do that. It's not just familiar mechanics. You'll be able to bring Pokemon from Pokemon Home too. Look forward to cross-platform battles alongside your favorite Pokemon on Nintendo Switch systems and mobile devices, with a variety of different modes available for your desired experience. And I think that's very interesting, to say the least, because it says bring your Pokemon from Pokemon home. Now, I don't think anybody was going to, like, not believe that they were. I guess the biggest thing here, it's just confirmation, but I don't think anybody was going to say that they will not connect this to Pokemon Home. I mean, that's where everybody's Pokemon are. Now, it could have been like, is it Pokemon Stadium that wouldn't let you bring in? No, I think every arena-style Pokemon game, aside from Pokken, allowed you to bring in your Pokemon, whether it be trade them in or get them from a online service that they provided at one point. I believe from Stadium to Battle Revolution that they always done that. Now, I could be wrong, but that's something that I could do a video on. But if you have competitive Pokemon and you don't want to have to waste your VC or Pokemon points, whatever they're called, we'll probably get into that in just a second. I mean, it's as complicated as competitive Pokemon are. Scarlet and Violet made it so much easier. And because of that, yeah, you'll have a bunch of competitive Pokemon and be able to just transfer them over to Pokemon Champions, making it a lot easier for a lot of people. So, yeah, we'll actually get into a breakdown, too, of the Champions video that we've seen about the ease of access it is to change your Pokemon stats, moves, items, things like that. But this right here is what I really want to get into for this. Like I said, I'm not really used to live streaming anymore, and I haven't made a video in forever. So if this is a rambly kind of stream, just remember it's my first one back, and I'm not used to not reading a script anymore. So please bear with me. I'm trying my best. But Pokemon Champions will be the VGC software used for Worlds 2026. This makes me happy. Now, apparently, and I'm pretty sure if we go down, and we'll keep going down. I believe if we keep going down, we'll see that it's not exactly what I thought it would be. It's unfortunate, but it's very interesting still. So, starting in 2026, Pokemon Champions will be used as the VGC software for the Pokemon World Championships. Very good decision. And for Championship Series events leading up to Worlds. Again, great. So NIC, EUIC, just all the international championships into Worlds. That'll be great to watch, and I cannot wait. So there is a question I have for this, and it puts into question if this game really is coming out in 2026, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, Pokemon can be bought from Pokemon, or brought from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Champions to assemble powerful teams. Cross-platform support will also permit players to compete on either Nintendo Switch systems or mobile devices. So, Android, iPhone, the original Switch, and the Switch 2, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows that already. And that's, again, very, very cool. And it says, note, certain regions, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, may be used for Championship Series events. Okay, so that actually answers my question. Because in certain regions, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet may be used for Championship Series events. So, it's still coming out in 2026. That's a little bit disappointing, but I want them to be able to make this game as perfect as it can be. So I think that's what this means, what we're getting, which makes me very happy. Now, assembling your ideal team. Expand your Pokemon roster with new friends. You can bring some of your past partners into Pokemon Champions through Pokemon Home. See, this is confusing to me in general, right? So up here it says you can bring, it doesn't say you can bring all your Pokemon from Pokemon Home. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense. But down here it says expand your roster with new friends. You can bring some of your past partners into Pokemon Champions through Pokemon Home, and you can recruit Pokemon within the game itself. So are they still going to have the rule restriction based on Pokemon that you can only get in the games that have the gimmick? Let me explain. The best example I can give is Shedinja. Now, Shedinja, for anybody who doesn't know this Pokemon, which everybody should at this point, it's a Pokemon that's almost 20 years old, came out in Generation 3. Shedinja is I can't say evolution of Nincada because it's really not, even though it's explained as such. So basically what happens with Nincada, when it evolves into Shedinja, if you have a second slot open and a Pokeball, you get Shedinja. So it's literally a 2 Pokemon for the price of 1 situation. And Shedinja has the ability Wonder Guard. It is the only Pokemon that has Wonder Guard. And Wonder Guard is an ability that allows any move that is not super effective to miss the Pokemon that has the ability. Now, Shedinja is virtually worthless. It is a gimmick Pokemon with 1 HP and Wonder Guard, with a weakness to fire, rock, and ghost. So anything can really hit it, and even then, if you can't hit it, moves like Sandstorm and Hail, as well as I believe even entry hazards, can KO it before it even comes out. So that's one thing. Now, the problem with a Pokemon like Shedinja, technically, Shedinja could be one of the most overpowered Pokemon in the world if it had been in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, at least for maybe a month. The reason being is terrestrialization. For quick explanation for anybody who's not a fan of Pokemon, terrestrialization is basically type change. It's a gimmick based sort of on Kecleon's ability type change or color change, allowing a Pokemon to change its types to whatever the trainer wants it to be, whether it be grass, fire, water, bug, what have you. There's even one that has all types called terrestrialization, or Terra types. No. Is it Terra type? Stellar type, sorry. But Shedinja could be terrestrialized with an air balloon to electric and have no weaknesses whatsoever, meaning nothing can hit it unless you bring out an entry hazard or use a weather-based move, which the only one that even damages Pokemon anymore is Sandstorm, and you don't see many competitive players running a Sandstorm set. So it would last a while. It would definitely last a while. So, with that being said, does this mean that we can't bring Pokemon like Shedinja or anything? Are we stuck with only certain Pokemon? Are we going to be getting updates for those certain Pokemon to add more Pokemon, especially with Gen 10 around the corner as well? We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I will be doing a video. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to be doing a video on just about every single game and information, aside from leaks, about Pokemon Legends ZA that comes out in 2 months. I'm actually going to be doing a live stream on Legends ZA. I'm hoping it works out, and we're going to be playing Legends ZA on this channel for the first time the day it comes out, maybe beforehand. If my local store does a midnight release, I will come home, I will do that live stream. We will have a lot of fun doing that live stream. That will be epic. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be doing the same thing with Pokemon Champions. So any and all information that comes out for Pokemon Champions, aside from leaks. I'm not going to be doing leaks at all. Just gonna throw that out there. But any and all official information that we get, I will try my best to make a video. If not, do a quick live stream or do a quick short, letting you guys know my opinions and things like that. But back to this. Just trying to make sure, too, that nobody is talking. Not that I don't want anybody to talk, right? It's not even close to that. It's just, I don't want to ignore people. I've never wanted to ignore people. And I'm afraid if I don't see, then I'm going to end up ignoring people, and I don't like that. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Just put it back over here. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so that's a question for another time. I'm interested to find out. My best guess with Pokemon Champions is when it starts out, we're only going to have maybe, let's say, 200 Pokemon to play with, maybe. Because as you see here, we have Gardevoir, we have Feraligatr, Lucario, Serperior, Talonflame, Pikachu, Charizard, Kumalo, Sneasler, and Hydrapple. Which, can I just say, Hydrapple looks even better in Champions than he does in Scarlet and Violet. A lot of people complain about Scarlet and Violet's graphics, like overworld graphics, but I don't think anybody will ever complain about the way the Pokemon look in that game, and that's fantastic. But I'm going to say we're going to have a limited number of Pokemon, and with each update that we get, because it's a free and paid to play version, paid to play only on the Switch too, a little bit of an advantage there. We'll talk about that later. But with this, we're looking at a pretty good setup, but I believe that we're going to start out with a limited number of Mons, and we're going to get more Mons as updates roll in. So that's just something interesting that we'll talk about maybe in another video. So this is just information on how to recruit Pokemon from Champions. You have trial recruitment. Have a Pokemon join your team for a trial period. You can battle with it right away to test whether it'll suit your strategy. You can use trial recruitment once a day without using victory points. Victory points. Okay. Okay. Great. Now I know the name of it. So, also known as VP. So, trial period, that's awesome. Then you can recruit permanently. But I don't think anybody's going to... I think the only time this feature will ever be used, really, will be until the Pokemon Home situation gets sorted out with Pokemon Champions. We'll just have to wait and see. It might actually be more used than that, but it's only going to be in niche situations. So, like, currently the world champion used a team of... What was it? It was just a bunch of different legendaries, different strategies, stuff like that, and they won. And I believe that they will start doing that as well when Pokemon Champions gets home access. But if there's a Pokemon they can't use with home access, then you'll be able to actually get the Pokemon you need for your strategy, which is really, really cool. And permanent recruitment is obviously you spend VP and just recruit it permanently. It doesn't go away. So that's great. That's really cool. So this is a 24-hour trial period. This is permanent. That's really good simply because it gives you an opportunity to test your team and see if it works. I will say something, though. I really do not like... I love the aesthetic, but I don't like the fact that the Pokemon look like they're in a lineup. The organization just looks like it's a little bit off. I love the way their 3D models look and their 2D... I guess you can still call them sprites, but I'm going to call them JPEGs. Or PNG, sorry. But they all look good. I just don't like the lineup function. If that's what we're getting, I'm hoping we can change that to a more organized situation. I hope. So there's that. And train your Pokemon. This this has a lot of mixed opinions on it from what I've seen. So I'll go ahead and read it and I'll give you my opinion on it. So, train your Pokemon. Tailor your team's skills in the training feature of Pokemon Champions by using VP. You can hone your Pokemon's attack, defense, and other stats. You can even alter their abilities and moves. Customize your team to match your battle style. Though remember that you can't train a Pokemon during their trial recruitment period. So that's fine. That's fine and all, but this is putting a hat on a hat. So anybody who's not in the competitive scene in Pokemon at all do not know this. And I mean at all, as in you just go through a Pokemon game, you play it, and you just have fun with that. You shiny hunt a lot. That's the way it works. That's the way it goes. But in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it is hilariously easy to make a competitive Pokemon. It doesn't matter what nature it is when you hatch it or you catch it. It doesn't matter the moves it has or it doesn't have. You can edit every bit of it. Gold bottle caps, regular bottle caps. You have the nature mints. You have the vitamins that have been in the game since Generation 1. You have the ability patch that gives you its hidden ability. You have the ability capsule that gives you any of the other abilities if there is another ability outside of the hidden ability. You also have the option to just change everything about the Pokemon aside from whether it's shiny or not. And now you have every bit of it for technically free. Because if you guys notice, and this is actually pretty funny, I'll zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see it if I can. Let's see, where is it? Okay, I'll zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see it. So right here, the moves are 100 VC apiece. So upping the speed would be 64. So you have 4,000 VC. And every bit of this editing right here, every bit of it, all of it, didn't edit a lot, but edited it enough. So the abilities are probably static 400. It's nature 200, probably static. You probably have to go up a certain. It probably goes up a certain amount depending on how much you put on each. 764. That's it. Out of 4,000 for one Pokemon. Now, obviously that's balanced because you don't want to be able to do all 6 of your Pokemon for virtually nothing. But it's putting a hat on a hat. It's making it hilariously easy to do that. What happened to my camera? Hello? Why is my camera dead? There we go. Don't know why it did that. But it's making it hilariously easy to be a competitive player. And that's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I would love more people to be in competitive Pokemon. It's a lot of fun. And you meet a lot of cool people doing that. So that's really fun. But it's putting a hat on a hat. It's making it ridiculously easy. And I like it. I'm not going to lie to you. I won't lie. I love it. I think it's great. I think the editing is absolutely fantastic. And I don't think that I would change it for anything, honestly. Now, we might get maybe a bump in price for these because, like, Timid is, or the natures are pretty low. 400 is understandable. Actually, depending on the ability, it might be different prices. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think this is interesting. I like it personally. but I can understand if somebody doesn't. But it is definitely interesting. I think everybody can agree to that. And there's 3 modes. Apparently, 3 battle. Oh, yeah. I remember HDV talking about this too. So, 3 battle modes and 2 formats. There are 3 different modes in Pokemon battles to try: ranked battles, casual battles, and private battles. You can challenge these modes in both single battle and double battle formats, which is great. So Smogon and VGC both, which anybody who doesn't want to do double battles, hey, do the Smogon style single battles. They're just as fun, sometimes even more so. But I just like VGC. It's really, it's my thing. So, ranked battles. In ranked battles mode, you'll test your skills against Pokemon trainers from all over the world. Your rank will change depending on your battle results. This way, your sure to experience intense battles against trainers of a similar skill level. Playing ranked battles also lets you obtain VP after your matches depending on the outcome. Now, I'm going to finish reading this before I draw to a conclusion. But if ranked is the only way you can get VP, that's going to be very problematic in a way, unless you don't have to win, and if you can just compete, then that would make it easier for everybody. Moving on to the casual battles. In casual battles mode, you can play without worrying about wins or losses affecting your ranking. Just enjoy testing your battle team's performance against other Pokemon trainers. It's a great way to experience and perfect your strategies. Now, that's really cool. But it says nothing about VP. Again, we'll just have to look. Also, I like the fact that it's got a Garchomp right here and a Milotic right here, and you have a Gardevoir right here. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we see multiple. Even when it's not promoting Megas, it's promoting Megas, because Gardevoir Mega evolves. Whoops. Garchomp Mega evolves. Gengar Mega evolves. Scizor, Metagross, and Garchomp again. They Mega evolve. So that's, even when they're not promoting Mega Evolution, they're promoting Mega Evolution. Don't blame them. Mega Evolution is great. But private battles are apparently, you can select a format and battle against your family, friends, or other people you know. Oh, so, okay. This is sort of lobby play. This is casual play. So basically, long story short, create a battle room where your opponent and you'd like to face. And so basically it's family time. So you have the option to play with your friends and family. You have the opportunity to go online and play casual battles. And then you have sweat mode. Excuse me. But you have sweat mode. I mean, that's what it is. It's sweat mode. But I'm looking forward to this. I think I'm looking forward to Champions a little bit more than Legends ZA, honestly. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. I really do like what we're looking at for both games, though. So, power up for victory points. Victory points can be gained from ranked battles and other places in Pokemon Champions. See, that's interesting. So, obviously we know it comes from ranked battles, but it says in other places in Pokemon Champions. So, are we going to have mini games in Pokemon Champions like we did in Pokemon Stadium? That would be interesting. I really think that would be a good way to, if somebody doesn't want to, like, grind ranked battles, they could do these fun little mini games. We'll just have to wait and see. You'll need VP to recruit and train Pokemon. That's true. VP cannot directly be purchased, so keep battling and gaining VP to power up your team even more. So, a lot of people were worried when they said that Pokemon Champions was going to be a FTP game. So, I call it FTP. For everybody else, probably it's free to play. And they actually nipped this in the bud fairly early, which I'm very thankful for. It is not a pay-to-win game. It is not a pay-to-play game. From what I understand, the only reason that Switch 2 has a paid version, comes with a starter pack. And even then, you don't have to buy that. You can just get the free-to-play game, allowing you to just play the game, which is great. We don't know the contents of the starter pack yet, but my best guess is it's probably a large sum of VP as well as some battle items and other things like that. That's my best guess, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. And here's what everybody has been talking about, including me. I love the idea of Megas being back. So, for what a lot of people don't really... I've talked a lot about Pokemon's gimmicks or their features for battles from Generation 6 on. And usually when I talk about all of them but Mega Evolution, I have one complaint or another. And it's not because I dislike them. I mean, Dynamax and Gigantamax kind of meh at best. I mean, it was still a fun gimmick, don't get me wrong, but it was just meh. But Mega Evolution was the first ever real step into something new, and I think that's why a lot of people like it so much. It changes a lot. It changes a lot and allows you to power up your Pokemon even further. Now, a lot of them do that. Z moves are just more powerful moves. Gigantamax seems to be a combination of both. Depending on the Pokemon you Dynamax, they get the Gigantamax forms. And then Terrestrialization. I think having all the gimmicks, features, in a Pokemon game, one singular Pokemon game, is a great idea. From what I understand, though, depending on the competitive ladder, like each season is going to have a different gimmick. There's probably not going to be a feature versus feature. Like in the very first video that we've seen for Champions, it pitted Megas against terrestrialized Pokemon, and it doesn't seem to be the case. A lot of people would probably call that false advertising, but it's just announcing, rightfully, like I and a lot of other YouTubers have, or Poketubers, have discussed, they're going to have all the gimmicks in the game, and now we know that, which is fantastic. However, apparently you can master Mega Evolution in ranked battles. Under the first set of rules for ranked battles held in Pokemon Champions, Pokemon will be able to undergo Mega Evolution. Get ready for intense battles between Mega Evolved Pokemon. That's actually really cool. Now, we discussed the Omni Ring already. It's a battle essential. It allows you to Mega Evolve. It allows you to use Z moves. Again, Ultra Necrozma, the Devastator, the King of Light, with the light that burns the sky. I think that's neat. No, I'm really excited to see how modern moves and strategies benefit Ultra Necrozma if it does. That'll be interesting. So we discussed the Omni Ring already, and now Mega Dragonite, which is actually a perfect transition into Pokemon Legends ZA. So Mega Dragonite is coming to Pokemon Champions. Obviously it is. If it wasn't, a lot of people would be disappointed. Mega Dragonite, a Mega Evolved Pokemon newly discovered in Pokemon Legends ZA, will appear in Pokemon Champions 2. Learn more about this powerful Pokemon here. We will get into that in a little bit. Find out soon what kind of battle style Mega Dragonite will have in Pokemon Champions. It's whatever you want Mega Dragonite to have. Plain and simple. So, that again, perfect transition to Pokemon Legends ZA. But before we get into that, I want to talk about... No, you know what? We'll look at this later. We'll look at this later. So, this is just random little... says story and world. Climb the ranks to earn rewards, challenge trainers around the world, and link up with your friends online and in person. We'll take a look at that. Watch the latest Pokemon Legends ZA trailer. Anybody who watched Worlds have seen this trailer, but if you haven't, we will be watching this together. talks about Mega Evolution, discover the wonders of Mega Evolution, and harness the power of battle in Pokemon Legends ZA. We have a bunch of pictures from screenshots of the game. New way of battling. It talks about our new dynamic battling situation where if you move your Pokemon move with you, that's how you dodge. Whether you are a diehard Pokemon fan or about to toss your first Pokeball, Pokemon Legends ZA has plenty to offer for trainers of all types. Experience classic gameplay with modern twists that revolutionize your Pokemon RPG experience. I'm looking forward to that. These games look great. Can we just talk about that for a minute? These games look better than any Pokemon game has looked since they moved to 3D in Generation 6. And it looks fantastic. I don't think we're going to get a heavily detailed Pokemon because I don't see any like fur texture or scales, but we might get that for Champions. Visit Lumio City. We're going to take a look at the map and discuss it. The story is set in Lumio City. An urban redevelopment plan is underway to shape the city into a place that belongs to both people and Pokemon. That had to have been AZ's idea, and I'll tell you why I think that in a moment. Pokemon Legends ZA arrives October 16th, 2025. Excuse me. That's great, though. I'm looking forward to that. So, let's talk about this. The one thing that people were confused about when Legends Arceus came out was, why were there really no online features? I mean, you could trade back and forth, but you couldn't battle any Pokemon. Well, it's because it was set in the past. This game is set in modern Lumio City, turning it into a futuristic paradise for both people and Pokemon. Now, with that being said, you can test your real-time battling skills against trainers around the world in ranked battles. You'll earn points based on your placement in the 4-player link battles and may earn additional kicker based on your performance. What is additional kicker? Is that supposed to be an online currency? I have to look at that. Similar to the main story, you'll start off with rank Z and can climb the ranks to the ultimate rank A. Interesting. Now, real-time battles is something that a lot of people are excited about, me included, because it adds a more realistic approach to Pokemon, and I think that's really, really interesting. So, we're going to have to wait and see on that one, but I'm looking so forward to this. Now, looking to settle who's the best trainer once and for all, challenge your friends in private battles. You can input a link code, of course, to connect with nearby players using local communication or distant players using online. Obviously, it's an online feature. Once you're all connected, you can adjust the battle rules to your liking and battle against up to 3 other players. Link battles can be played between Pokemon Legends ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Pokemon Legends ZA with the upgrade pack applied. Okay. A paid Nintendo Switch Online membership is required. Obviously, that's for any and all online features for any Nintendo-based game. In order to enjoy online play, you need to have downloaded the latest update. Obviously, the Pokemon Video Game Championship 2026 World Championships will be played on Pokemon Champions. Yes, okay. So we already went over that one. Now, let's talk Legends ZA Worlds 2025 trailer. Because this screenshot right here, this one, this beautiful, wonderful screenshot right here, is something that I think should have always happened, but never happened. Let's watch it together. Now, I'm not playing any audio because I'm afraid of copyright strikes. So, yeah, there's that. So, you have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to gain the most points. And you see, this is chaos at peak. Which is really great. Chaos at peak is fantastic. So you have Brave Bird, which didn't do anything to Gyarados. Not really. Waterfall, KO'd the... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great. So, yeah, it's a ranking point system. Mega Evolving Ampharos, which is really cool. This is really, really cool. I'm looking so forward to this game. You guys have no idea, dude. No idea. Dragonite. Now, running out of time. Go-Goat, obviously. Furfro. Oh, wow. 2 for 1. That's... Okay, that's crazy. But here's where it gets interesting. Excuse me. They're going to Mega Evolve Dragonite. Which, I don't care what anybody says. Mega Dragonite is fantastic. I love him. He's squishy. But that's Draco Meteor. It was confirmed to be Draco Meteor in this trailer. And as you can obviously see, it is Draco Meteor. It hits everybody. It is an AoE style move in this game. It should have been an AoE style move in the... when it was announced. It's Draco Meteor. It's... even in the anime, if you see it, a beam of energy gets launched up and it just busts and attacks everywhere. And it should be, beyond the shadow of any and all doubt, an AoE from now on. It just KO'd 3 Pokemon, giving them the win. In 3 minutes, the very last seconds, it just finished them off. Which is nuts. It is insane. And I think it's really, really cool. Now, pre-orders for Pokemon Legends of the EA are available now. I've already pre-ordered mine. I actually pre-ordered it twice. I collect games, physical copy, digital copy. So, yeah. Don't miss the special video showcasing the latest information about the game on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. Obviously, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really cool. They explain it quite a bit. I just wanted to show you guys the Draco Meteor. I'm not gonna lie. It's really cool. Again, don't care what anybody says about Mega Dragonite. He's squishy. I love him. He's also very dangerous. That's all the information we got on the 1v1v1 battles. The Battle Royal. Let's just call it that. And now for the Mega Evolution. Now, everybody who has played any Pokemon game from Generation 6 beyond knows what a Mega Evolved Pokemon is, knows what Mega Evolution is. So, discover the wonders of Mega Evolution and harness its power in battle with Pokemon Legends ZA. Put it simply, the power of Mega Evolution in Lumio City and in the entirety of Kalos, not just Lumio City, the entirety of Kalos. The power of Mega Evolution. In Lumio City, you will sometimes see Pokemon undergo Mega Evolution, a kind of evolution that transcends standard evolution. Effectively using Mega Evolution during battles can dramatically shift the odds in your favor. So, I mean, it shows with Magikarp. You have Magikarp, you have Gyarados, you have Mega Gyarados. The red Mega Gyarados looks best. Fight me. Don't actually fight me. But turn the tide with Mega Evolution. Obviously, what's funny is people complain all the time that Charizard has everything. Charizard isn't even the poster boy of Mega Evolution in this game, which is really weird because it has 2 Megas. So, Mega Evolution goes beyond the limits of standard evolution, imparting the even greater power by temporarily unleashing a Pokemon's hidden energy. Pokemon will change their appearance when they Mega Evolve, and certain ones may even change types, but they're still your same trusty partners, depending on which Pokedex entry you read on Mega Pokemon. These trainers have a strong bond with their Pokemon. A keystone worn by the trainer resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, allowing Mega Evolution to take place. Eventually, you'll wear a Mega Ring with a keystone of your own embedded into it. Other trainers you meet may wear the keystones in different ways. That means that they have accessories, and we might get them too, I hope. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way too, not just me. Mega Evolved Pokemon. Mega Evolved Pokemon come in many shapes and sizes, but no matter their unique attributes, they're still mega powerful. Listen. I do the puns on this channel, not you. Right, guys? Oh, so, okay, defend them. Fine. But it has a list of Mega Pokemon that you can see. You have Mega Charizard X and Y. I do kind of like the pearlescent pattern that they use for that. That's very interesting. You also have Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Ampharos. You have Mega Gardevoir, Sableye, Altaria, and Absol, as well as Mega Lucario. Now, you also have Mega Dragonite, which is not on this one, strangely enough. But let's see if we can see it. Okay, right here. So, Dragonite is the dragon Pokemon is dragon flying. It's 639.3 pounds, and it stands at 7'3", which is jeez. Oh. Now, it soars around using large wings on its head. Mega Dragonite has distinctive Dragonair-like features, such as a pearl on its tail and wings on its head that act like feelers thanks to Mega Evolution. Dragonite can now fly faster than ever and farther than ever before. And Dragonite is very interesting. I'm sure you guys have heard its Pokedex entry before, right? For Mega Dragonite, ending a Pokemon match quickly is an act of kindness towards its opponents. Its kind-hearted natures get amplified when it Mega Evolves, and it launches powerful attacks at its opponent with a smile. At the same time, if it senses someone in trouble, it has the kindness to instantly rush to their aid, even if it's in the middle of an intense battle. There's kind of a weird combination between X and Y's Pokedex entries for Mega Evolution and Pokemon Sun and Moons, which is creepy, but I still love him. He's squishy. Next is the battles. Let's see. Brand new mechanics. I've already got that one. Mega Evolution. Already did that one. Okay. Now, let's talk about gameplay and battling. Now, this is fun for me because these new dynamic real-time battles is something that I want in all Pokemon games from now on, but we probably will not get it. So, gameplay and battling. Whether you're a diehard Pokemon fan or about to toss your first Pokeball, Pokemon Legends Z has plenty to offer. Trainers, types, experience, music, gameplay, and modern twists that are sure to revolutionize. Wait, did I already? No, right? No, okay. Series first, real-time Pokemon battles. In previous Pokemon video game series titles, all of them, Pokemon's actions were both turn-based, but in Pokemon Legends ZA, trainers and their Pokemon will move around in real time during battling, and Pokemon will unleash their moves at their trainer's command. Also, fun fact, they got rid of accuracy in terms of just how accurate a Pokemon move can be. Now accuracy is visual. Like, if you use a move like Crunch or Bite, you have to be close to the Pokemon. If you use a move like Aura Sphere or Solar Beam, you can be as far away from the Pokemon to a certain extent that you want to be. So that's very interesting. With the introduction of real-time battles, new gameplay mechanics to consider will include the precise timing for swapping out Pokemon or using moves. You can't just use Protect. You have to time out Protect to get it to work in this game, which is fantastic. As well as moves having different reaches, areas of effect, and times needed to take effect. Like Solar Beam, for example. This unprecedented style of Pokemon battling brings a thrilling new level of action to the classic Pokemon RPG experience. From what I have heard and read all over the place, apparently apparently this game is a little more Dark Souls-esque in terms of it can be as difficult as you want it to be. So next up, you have Enter the Wilds of Lumio City. This just talks about the different wild areas we get as part of Lumios's urban redevelopment plan driven by a large corporation called Quasartico. The city has been outfitted with wild zones in an effort to help humans and Pokemon share the city. I actually have my own theory to what Quasartico was doing, and I will get into that. These areas are constructed using cutting edge technology to give Pokemon places to live. Within wild zones, you can battle Pokemon and catch them by throwing Pokeballs. Obviously, if you don't throw a Pokeball, you cannot catch a Pokemon. Make Pokemon your allies. You can catch wild Pokemon living in wild zones or out and about in Lumio City by aiming the Pokeball at them and letting it fly. If the Pokemon does not pop back out in the ball, you've successfully caught it. So basically, this is just talking about catching mechanics for new players. Basically, it's the same mechanic from Pokemon Legends ZA. If you played Legends ZA, then you know how to catch Pokemon outside of battle. This is a cool screenshot. Honedge, Heracross, the monkey. Which, interestingly enough, red hot battles in Lumios. The sun goes down as the heat of battle rises. Whenever night falls in Lumios, the battle zone, bordered by high-tech holograms, appears within the city. Take care when you foray into the area that is fenced off in red after dark. Trainers in the Pokemon lie in wait, ready to challenge. It's inside battle zones that you'll earn your stripes as a Pokemon trainer through a fierce competition called ZA Battle Royal. Now, this is where the game gets more this is the game where it seems more like Dark Souls than anything else. If you see the video that they posted, apparently they showed a trainer that has a Pidgeotto that actually runs through the trainer during the demo, which is, I think, really, really fun. In the ZA Battle Royal, skilled Pokemon trainers are invited to compete in a high-stakes test of strength. Those who accept this challenge start at rank Z, and climb the ranks by winning Pokemon battles against other competitors. But for those aiming to reach the top, rank A promises more than just bragging rights. As the strongest trainer in town, it offers a chance to be granted one wish. What is that wish? Nobody knows. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Again, I'm really excited for this game. Once you've proven your Pokemon battling skills, you'll find yourself competing in the ZA Royale against a familiar face, either Urbane or Tawny. Is that? Yeah. Tawny, as you battle your way through the ranks, ask yourself one question. What would you wish for? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what the wishes are. My guess is that's how my best guess is that's how the story ends. You'll go get your wish, and somebody will take it, causing chaos. Your eyes meet in battle. This is actually one thing that people complain that Scarlet and Violet did not have. Now, a lot of people didn't complain about this, but some did. So, basically, the long and the short of this one is just the original Pokemon mechanic is back, right? So, if your eyes meet a trainer, you have to battle. There's no running past them. If your eyes meet, you battle. But yeah, this is just talking about climbing the ranks to ZA, allowing you to catch Pokemon outside of battle, being able to knock out, quote unquote, knock out a Pokemon, so you can catch it with very little effort. So that's really cool. You can still hold only 6 Pokemon. and you actually get tickets. So that's interesting. Very, very interesting. And I believe that's pretty much it. Cause we all have already seen this standard stuff with Pokemon Legends ZA. So yeah, we weren't introduced to any new characters, I don't think. You had the main character, you have Urbane and Tawny, you have AZ, Floette, Jet, Vinny, Corbrew, Mabel, and Emma. So we didn't learn anything new about any of these guys. We already know about these two. Former Team Flare Grunt and Looker's Apprentice. He apparently has issues with the ZA team or MZ team. Boss of the Rust Syndicate, one powerful Pokemon trainer you'll face in a promotion match is the intimidating Corbeau. While he may be practicing as an individual competitor in the ZA Royale, he also leads the menacing Rust Syndicate. Corbeau specializes in using poison-type Pokemon during battle and sees them to be up to his own business. In Limio City, there are many other powerful opponents waiting for you for the ZA Battle Royal. So, apparently, according to the trailer that they introduced him in, he's got some sort of issue with the MZ team, which we're a part of. Not real sure. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for any updates. Now, the pre-order, for anybody who doesn't know, the pre-order is Ralts with a Gardevoirite. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. As for champions, we get to see just random things. We don't really get to see much. But we do get to see some battles and how they look like they're supposed to work in. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm looking very forward to these games. Very forward to these games. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's it, because I won't go over leaks. There's this. We're getting a trailer Thursday, more than likely revealing a new Mega Evolution. A lot of people think it's Garbodor. There are people who think it's going to reveal the new Mega Victory Bell. Some I've seen maybe Mega Arbok, but we'll just have to wait and see. There's no real new information from Centro right now about Pokemon. Nothing that I could go over that nobody has really ever seen before. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as news and other things, yeah. There we go. But yeah, I'm very interested in this. I'm very interested to see how this goes. I want to see how Pokemon Legends ZA looks when we first get it, and Pokemon Champions especially. Definitely Pokemon Champions especially. So, yeah. That's about it for me. There's nothing really for me to do right now aside from say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or I guess this live stream. If you did, share it with your friends, shadow punch that like button, and hit any other updates on the channel, as well as Pokemon Legends ZA and Pokemon Champions. Because right now, a lot of people are excited, including me, and I'm hoping to be back doing YouTube videos next week. So, don't hold your tongue. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm hoping to be back doing that because next month is going to be Pokemon. So, let's go. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. My name is Dark Hoopa, and I'm out. See you guys. Bye.